gotta get out of here. I think I'm gonna lose it.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
You get your kick saying something like that, man.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the is that?
Renaming about the games we play, fighting virtual battles till the break of day. ABF and friends breaking chains and lock, discussing culture wars, we're off the clock. Off the hip we fire, talking truth to wire tires. Games and wars we won't conspire, off the hip we light the fire. Joystick warriors fighting left and right, pixels clashing like a neon light. Won't miss in the code trying to find, taking a stand for the unpaid fine. Off the hip we fire, talking truth till wires tires. Games and wars we won't conspire, off the hip we light the fire. In the virtual trenches standing tall, pixel blocks rise just to fall. Culture clash and break the wall. Podcast goes free of all. Controllers clutch, knuckles white. ABF and friends in the late night fight. Virtual realms where freedom's tight. Battling walls, feel it all alright. Off the hip we fire. Talking truth till wires tires. Games and wars we won't conspire, off the hip we light the fire.
Hello and welcome to Off the Hip, episode number 12.
Hell yeah.
We have quite a few stories to talk about today, but first I just wanted to address some drama that's been going on in the GCA Discord server.
Wow.
I'm not sure if any of you guys are aware of it, but I'm not going to name any names, even though you can find the name in this picture here. But the first stone was cast in the PC Master Race channel, and it was not I.
It works, by the way.
What do you have anything to say about this, Nagernal?
Yeah, I said it.
I said wow, and then you played dumb and you were like, what?
Yeah, what?
And then I said, you know what? And then I have no idea what you're talking about, and I gave you the little Shirley emote.
That was a big deal.
My only question is, what's your definition between super, ultra, mega gay and really effing gay?
I think it's the tone. That's really fucking gay.
Yeah,
Or,
nothing really.
oh, that's super
I set it
ultra
up so you
mega
could
gay.
choose both if you wanted to.
So, and a lot of people got upset after I made a different poll. But
The polls are in. Just got a notification.
The polls are in somewhere. I don't know where, but I can guess.
So I asked, the flip side of that, how gay are console gamers? And the choices were they're ATF agents, or they close the fridge with their hip and say boop as they do it.
Yeah, I don't say anything gay about that.
God damn it, I kind of do that. So I do that with the car door when I get out for work.
Oh
Ladies and gentlemen,
boy.
we got him.
Yeah.
We got it.
We got an ATF agent in training.
Votes on this poll.
8 ATF pitches.
The jump out boys.
So that evolved into Daggerdoll and I going back and forth for about 6 hours about how PlayStation can do better.
I would argue devolve.
I never
but
said that PlayStation could do better. Yeah, you said that
not
it could
true,
do better if they
I
allowed you
guess.
to play Steam games on PlayStation, which you're saying is like a locked feature. They
It is a
could
locked
potentially do.
that's
but
like saying it would be better if they
why
allowed
would
it to be a
Steam want to
PC.
put games on PlayStation when they have their own Steam Deck?
So let me find the new
So-
poll that I made. I made a friendly poll, a hypothetical poll. Let's see here. All right, let's see here. And no, just so you know, PlayStation had this feature on the PlayStation 3 and then removed it and then lost to a class action
So it's
lawsuit
not
because
even
of it.
on
Correct.
PlayStation 5.
I remember that.
So, yeah, so you could have your own partition on a PlayStation 3 and you could install your own operating system and install Steam. So I put out a hypothetical out there. Your house just burned down and you get one of these for free. You can only game on it for the next 5 years. Or sorry, you can only game on it for 5 years, meaning you can't go out and purchase a different platform. Each option comes with all the necessary accessories. No selling or trading the option. You're stuck with it. And it seems like PC gaming won on that one, Nagranol.
With even
Which
more
means that more
votes on this
people
poll.
have more games on a PC in our server.
Well, I'm on PlayStation 5 and I voted PC. Just saying.
I did throw a caveat in there. I was like, hold on, wait a second. You can only use the device specifically for gaming, or because the PC can be used in so many other ways other than gaming.
Yeah, and if your house just burnt down, you're going to need that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Sophie, we put the phone gamer in there for you, but for some reason you didn't choose it. So,
Well, I feel like it's a trick question for console gamers because console
Not
gamers
a
don't
trick
own a
question.
house. They share it with like 7 other roommates and a ferret. So, you know,
I
feel
have
like- I
more
feel
of
like
my
we're not
games on
representing-
PlayStation. Like, why would I get a PC when I don't even have any games on there?
Did everyone
Why
just
would I be
you.
straight and happy when I could get a U-Haul and be a lesbian? I don't know.
I guess.
You can always put 50 FBI agents in the back, right?
I mean,
And-
even if you add up the votes from all the other consoles combined, it's still less than the PC.
yeah. And I did elaborate on the gaming PC just so no one got too crazy with it. It's about like a $1,100 build, basically. It's a AMD 7600 with a 3060. No, I think it was a 4060 actually.
Oh,
A
geez.
4060.
Your idea of budget. You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Well, no, you can make a computer cheaper, but I wanted to stick with current gen budget. So,
Yeah, that thing will last you forever, especially
Yeah.
with DLSS because it'll keep the resolution nice and clean.
Yeah.
It'll
Sharp.
yeah.
I will say, though, the most disappointing aspect of that poll, if you were to open up to, I think it's roughly about 3 billion gamers on the planet,
right.
mobile gaming would win by a landslide. It really would. That's how popular
Yeah.
True.
it's crazy.
In fact, I actually have a clip of something to relate to that.
We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have
Everyone's got a
phones,
phone.
right?
You see people getting up and leaving.
You know, I have a phone to accept calls and texts and stuff, but I have a computer so I play games on it. Also, you're Blizzard Entertainment, goddammit. You made World of Warcraft. You made Diablo. You made StarCraft.
You made
Really?
Blackthorn one of the best 2D side scrollers ever, or 2D games ever. If you don't know what that is, you better look it up.
Or what, Mo? Or what?
Or I'll come to your house and I'll take your computer because you're gay.
Pretty sure you just came into your garage. Never mind.
Came
Shouldn't have-
into his garage.
No, I'm on vacation. I
Nah.
have air conditioning in my room. I'm so happy. I like how I have to rent a place to get air conditioning.
That
that
was
like
behind the
Biden
scenes,
going-
my bad.
Is that like Biden coming in the back room?
Yeah, come on. Yes.
He only got to
I would,
because he got
I
to
would,
answer
I would
answer
say
all
he
the
came
questions.
on Henry Sisson's top set of teeth, but it's undetermined if he has one. So
Don't
All
worry,
the
guys.
holes.
He only has brain damage. It's fine. It's fine.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, do you guys have anything else to add to that? Like if you were given a choice, your house burned down, console or PC?
The only thing I have to add is if you're not one of the 15 that voted for PC, you're wrong. You're just
Okay, so-
you are
How am I
I'll-
wrong?
I'll push back on that actually, because
Wow.
some people have friends that are on a certain platform and they're more comfortable just being on that platform with them.
True.
It's not even
That
that.
sounds
for
a
me.
lot
I
It's
like
will
like
say,
I
if you get a
literally
PS5,
have
you will get a
hundreds
decent
of
Blu-ray
games
player out of it as
on my
well. So.
PlayStation.
I have another thing to say. So your house burned down. There's only one thing you can take with you. We're assuming that you at least have to pay the deductible out of pocket, even if you do have fire insurance. So you're going to be strapped for cash, which maybe means that you can't afford internet for a time being.
That's a good point.
So
You're getting a little too pedantic.
if you have a console, you actually still have physical media, so you can play those offline. Whereas on
Not
PC,
if
you
they
can't.
burn up in the fire.
But what if it's still in your disk drive and you can save that?
Well, I think.
Oh,
everything
actually, you're
goes-
right.
Maybe
You're right
everything-
because you're getting a
Everything
new
goes in the
thing.
fire.
Yeah, you're getting a new thing. You're right. All right.
But if I'm not connected to the internet, then
I redact my statement.
Yeah, that only works with digital, unfortunately, Multi.
You know, I had all kinds of people ask about the console and the PC, but no one asked what the specs of the telephone were going to be. And I was going to tell them it's your government issue Obama phone is what.
Yay!
So you can play Snake.
Yeah.
All right, I want to share this with you. If you want something that'll survive a house fire, I don't know if anybody remembers this from Nintendo Power. I'm sure there's people that are.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yep. It's so awesome. I remember reading this. This was in Desert Storm.
Hallelujah.
His base got bombed.
Oh, yeah.
This got burned up. The game still worked. The controls didn't, but the game started up.
I was going to say those buttons look like they're one with the outer shell now.
But it worked. They wanted the screen survived. The game, the console still essentially worked. You could just replace the shell and it worked. I remember reading that when I was like 11. I was like, that's so cool.
So you can watch yourself lose at Tetris when you turn it on instantly.
That's some
Well,
prime
I mean,
advertisement right
at
there.
least I have an excuse at that point. I just lost all the time. But
Was it? Never mind. Is that a little bit too topical? I was like, well, the game that it's playing is Tetris, which is where Chernobyl happened. So it's almost like this is the cockroach of video game consoles.
Look, unlike
no,
your
I'm not.
push
That's
insinuated.
actually it's right here. I brought my microphone with me. It's right here. Right.
It does sound like you're a little bit like
FM radio.
not as crisp as usual.
Yeah. While I'm on the road, it is what it is. So
No worries. We still hear you fine though. People are going to call you gay though.
Naturally.
Yeah.
It happens.
how's that different than any other time? I digress.
Yeah. Oh, but I did want to mention, I should have opened with it, but I wanted to attack Nagranol first. We need to congratulate Nerdslap for creating the intro video again.
Oh yes.
Let's go, baby.
Woo! That was freaking
Thank
awesome,
you.
dude.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Is that just like an AI theme song, put in a few prompts and it gives you something?
Yeah. And then I just kind of edited it so it sounded a little better. And yeah, it was fun. I had fun making it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of
just for
trial
Nerdslap,
and error.
I like it.
And homie added Norman and Multi today, like on 6 hours notice.
Yeah.
What a lad. Absolute lad.
Yeah, so
We
he
have
gave
to
me
get
a-
a better headshot so that that same one where I'm just looking like that from the very first episode.
Yeah, we'll get that going. We'll get some better headshots.
Speaking of American Ninja, you're wearing some fine new merch I see there, ABF.
Oh.
Oh, yes. In fact, here. American Ninja's shirt.
that one over
Wearing
there?
it right now.
Nice.
Dojo, hail the
Let's see that
dojo.
solo
Hail to
shot.
the
Let's get the
dojo.
full screen goodness.
Let's see.
I want
here.
to see the full screen goodness.
One sec.
Badger.
Dun, 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 dun,
Saw
dun.
Chrissy's tweet
There
then.
you go.
There it
Let's
is.
see
Look at
Yeah.
that. Look at
Heck
that.
yeah. Sexy. Shirt, not the whatever that is.
No, he's sexy.
Oh, come on.
Yay.
You're among friends.
What the hell?
Oversharing.
A man has
Thank you,
needs.
Isaac. Thank you.
That's right.
You're right. I am an American Ninja simp.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Corey, you almost
that wasn't
misspelled
ninja.
that.
That was some other word. Yeah, I don't think he misspelled it. I think that was just latent
Oh.
racism coming through.
Oh, Munchie Ninja, you mean?
Well, I can't read racism, so.
Wow.
I don't see racism personally. It has to do with having
Hey,
monochromia.
Mama Badger.
Oh,
What's
what's up, Mama
up,
Badger?
girl?
Badger.
Hey, Mama.
One thing I wanted to share too is I'm off the hook as a producer.
Oh, off the hip and off the
Hallelujah.
hook.
Yeah, that should be the weekend show, Off the Hook.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah, now he's only going to be going to trial as the person on set, not the person on set and the person in charge. So.
Oh, what?
But he was in charge.
That doesn't make any sense. Like producer was where he was more responsible. Oh, he's totally getting off.
Yep.
This is weak sauce.
Yeah.
One word. Money.
Oh yeah. And I've said this from the beginning. He's not going to get in trouble at all. And if he does get in trouble, it's going to be like community service.
I was going to say maybe
New
like
Mexico.
house arrest or something, very casual house arrest.
Maybe. But
New Mexico
he's
is
an
like
elite.
Arizona, but way more gay. And that's
New
saying a lot,
Mexico-
'cause Arizona is pretty gay.
Yeah, New Mexico is kind of screwed up, in my opinion.
I
Which
will
sucks.
say
It's a
this.
beautiful place.
I will say
Yeah, it
this:
is gorgeous.
if he gets something like community service where he actually has to be out in public and do things, the people driving down the road, slowing down next to wherever he is and filming him, those videos are going to be absolutely hilarious. I'm just imagining the Alec Baldwin style flip outs that he's going to do on people filming him.
Right.
We saw what happened in New
absolutely
York.
Yeah. So, we were talking about a couple of games in the pre-room. Norman was talking about Wukong, and Nerd Slap was talking about what game was it you were talking about?
The Quidditch Championships for Hogwarts
That's
Legacy.
right. Yeah. Do one of you guys want to pull one of those up?
Yeah, I'll let Nerd take the lead for this one if you want.
Mm,
Okay, Woodcong ready.
all right. Hopefully, this doesn't share this call also.
No, you just share the tab. You're good.
Nailed it.
All right.
Look at that ratio, actually.
As young witches and wizards, we all soaring through the sky with our favorite heroes. When it comes to Quidditch, we've all wondered, do I have what it takes to be the next Quidditch star?
If you're a woman, no.
Roasted.
To beat your toughest opponents? To keep your composure in the face of adversity? To chase
That was
your
accurate.
dreams at any price? To seek glory for your team? No challenge is too great. No dream is too big. So ask yourself, do you have what it takes? Do you have the heart of a Quidditch champion?
Your next chapter takes flight September 3rd.
On
So-
AAA games too, it looks like a freaking video. It looks like a
And
phone game.
This
wanna know what
this
it
game
I
reminds me
was thinking
of?
the same thing.
It reminds me of Wizard 101.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Sure does.
So the Harry Potter game was supposed to ship with that built in as like a future promise, and now
It
they're
was.
rolling it into a whole separate game.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
it's supposed to be like a
there's
DLC.
there's probably already going to be some people upset on that fact.
Yeah, I imagine so. Like,
Yeah.
No, it's
it's
a
the
whole
same thing with
separate
like this
game.
sort of the game's hype. I don't know if it'll last that long compared to Hogwarts Legacy because obviously you had all the controversy around the game as well, but there was a lot of the fan base that just wanted a game set in the Hogwarts lands, you know, to be able to go around Scotland and pretend live out your Hogwarts fantasies. So I don't know if this Quidditch game is going to have the same pull as Hogwarts Legacy did.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it
That
developed
video
by the
didn't excite me.
is it developed by the same studio? Or
No way.
even
They'll be
published?
working on the sequel, but I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Let me
I think
look,
you're right.
actually.
Yeah, because like ABF said, there was supposed to be a Quidditch, I don't know, mode, I guess you could say, or Quidditch mechanic in Hogwarts Legacy. That was supposed, I know it's supposed to be like one of their big expansions. And
Well, I think
Two
they were
different
trying to get
developers,
two
yeah.
different dev teams to mash it together later. That
I
would be
see.
my guess.
Yeah, so this is done by Unbroken, whereas Hogwarts Legacy was done by Avalanche.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like just for what was it? One of those Mario parties where you could do team battles and like it was separate. One was hockey. I think one was volleyball. There's one of those.
The Olympic game.
It was
Yeah,
something.
You're talking about Mario and Sonic London Olympics?
I'm pretty sure it's a GameCube game actually, but
All right.
it goes way back then. But it's just something like that. It was a side game that was just as well made as the main game. I don't see. I mean, this thing looks like it's a click and play, and it's just going to be a bunch of animations.
Right.
So I don't
the only
see
thing
how
that I would
fun-
give it justification is if you're playing as named characters, but it seems like you're just playing as yourself. Make your own avatar kind of thing.
Yeah, you're gonna be.
But can you put a beard on a girl?
Oh, probably.
Probably.
It's Warner Bros.
True.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same game that everybody was like, don't buy it because they hate trans people, and they put a trans person in the game. And then they still got mad.
It's obviously for people to hate.
Yeah.
It's hate. It's nothing but hate, apparently. Oh, this hate. Why so much hate? Honestly, gosh, most people don't give a rat's ass about this kind of stuff, honestly.
No, most people are normies. They see a
Yes.
game they like. If they want to try it, they'll buy it, and that's it.
Yeah. They consume
I
product and get excited for the next product.
Exactly. And I think with Quidditch Champions, you will get the hardcore Harry Potter fans. They'll absolutely buy this game hook, line, and sinker, but I don't know how much further it'll go than that.
Well, where are they going to trade it into with GameStop tanking?
That's true.
Facebook Marketplace, I guess. eBay.
Ooh.
Might be free on Facebook.
Okay, let's just put out a hypothetical here for a moment. Let's say that the Quidditch game is decent. Let's say that people actually like it. It has good mechanics, gets positive reviews. How do you think they might, the developers might handle the game? Do you think they might do it like Rocket League style, where it's just Quidditch, 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 and they constantly add more skins, add more brooms, things like that, and the mechanics basically stay the same? Or would they do something else? Would it just be the game that has been released and that's it? Like some folks solid games do.
I'm a normie when it comes to gaming, but I think their best option would be to try to emulate something along the lines of FIFA. And as far as gameplay goes,
interesting. Okay,
but that's what I would like to see, because I'd like to play the game as long as it's good, but it has to.
Yeah, I mean, if they nail the live service element of it, they could do like a Quidditch World Cup every year or something like that, and that would burst the number of players for a good bit.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know how much retention you'd have from that. That's the thing.
Yeah,
well, if they do a FIFA style thing where every year, I don't know, maybe they come out with updated rosters or something. I don't know how it would work in universe, but if they did something like 2K style sports games, it could have some staying power. It could. But
yeah, so it has
again,
solo,
only if
team
it's
up with
good.
friends, online co-op, and then PvP as well. So there's
Okay.
a lot of options.
Mhm.
And it's only $30. So that is a plus, I suppose.
That is a bit of a plus. I'm honestly surprised that there's a solo mode in it. I was presuming it would be a player versus player only.
I'm just going through the FAQ right now. There's no plans to include microtransactions at any time, so they're not doing any sort of live service shit.
That's never off the table, though.
The only thing I'm seeing is an exclusive Hogwarts Legacy pack where you get a few things from that game to put into it, but it's just emblems, styles, hero skins, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I feel like they would have just been better off putting multiplayer into Hogwarts Legacy itself.
I agree, because so many people were excited over this part of the game, and Like they could have even made it like a DLC for Hogwarts, honestly.
Yeah.
And people would have been okay with that. Like,
I
look,
mean,
it was more work
they
than we
could've-
thought, you know.
They could have done it like how Breakpoint, Ghost Recon Breakpoint did it, where like when you're in the main area, like Hogwarts, for example, you can see everybody else that's playing the game.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
when you go out into the school, or like outside or out to do missions, it's only you and your squad. That's what they
Right.
should have done.
Or they could even add like a dungeon mode. Can you imagine that? Like 4 players doing like
Oh,
a
yeah.
15 level dungeon. That would be crazy.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, this is a good point Isaac has, is that they're trying to appeal to everyone probably.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Any good game developer should. I mean, that should be their whole mission.
Well, sometimes when you appeal to everyone, you appeal to no one.
That's true, but I mean, I know gamers are, 2/5 or half of the planet, basically. Norman brought up a stat where it's basically like 3 billion people that game. I know most of them are on their phones, but let's just push that to the side for a moment. As far as gamers that I've run into, even people that I might vehemently disagree with on whether it be lifestyle choices or politics or what have you, they all kind of want the same thing, and that's good games. And as long as the game is good, it will appeal to everybody.
Yeah.
Well, it's like anybody. You appeal to the fans will tell their friends, and the friends will carry the people that stream out of their trash can and suck ass in the rest of their life. But I digress.
Get 'em.
But I digress. Don't come in half cocked, mother effer. I will bury you.
Sweep that leg, Mo.
Through the legs, Johnny. I'm gonna drink an iron brew and eat a half a turkey leg deep fried and Cajun sauce. I don't even know.
No, it's a deep fried Mars bar, I think you'll find.
Oh, Mars bar. Which good luck if you can find one in America anymore. I used to love those damn things.
You could probably get them Canadian
you know
import.
How's the weather up there, faggot? That's all I gotta say.
Easy there.
You said the Mac word.
Coming out hot.
Norman, go ahead and pull up your game.
Yeah.
Wukong. Wukong is a game that Sweet Baby Inc. has tried to infiltrate, and news came out that they turned down millions of dollars actually as incentives to do so.
7 million.
And then IGN
7?
put out that attack piece, and it did absolutely nothing.
That actually doesn't even make sense. Like, how would a consulting firm offer 7 million to consult? It's baffling to me. I don't know if I believe it, but at the same time, like, this game actually looks pretty good.
All right, that's it. Sharon, I think.
Oh, there we go.
All right, yeah. So we have Black Myth Wukong coming out next month, August 20th, releasing on PS5 and PC. Delayed on Xbox because I assume they can't get it running on the Series S, but that's another segment for another show.
True.
But yeah, let's get into this gameplay. Streamlined boss simulator, essentially. Like with it. And the amazing thing about this game is that they've been previewing it for over a year now. I think it was at Gamescom Germany. I think it was. I'll turn it down a bit. Yeah, it was at Gamescom Germany. They did previews last year, and then it was just at Summer Games Fest that just passed there. And everyone that gets their hands on the game loves it. They said that it's pretty much delivering on everything it says, with graphics, with gameplay, with how the game sort of laid out. It just seems like this one's going to be a big hit if they land it right.
The animation is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
And it kind of looks like different. I don't know if it's in a better way than, like, Souls-like games like FromSoft. Like, you're not learning a pattern; you're actually just reacting in real time.
That's
to
something they
things.
specifically said. This is not a Souls-like; it's an action-adventure fighting game, essentially. So, and the other thing that we don't know about the game really is how the levels are going to be structured. Whether it's going to be a simple sort of a few load screens, you pick a boss, you pick your loadout, and then you go and fight the boss, or if it's going to be more of a linear level where you work up, defeat a few grunts, and then you fight the boss.
This harkens back to Breath of the Wild for me. Like, it has that kind of, like, when you're facing the different iterations of you know, Gammon, whatever his name was.
Yep.
Kind of brain fart. I'm on vacation, folks. Don't expect too much out of me.
And this is only like the combat you're seeing here. This is only like a small section. He has the ability to change forms, apparently. Like you can turn into like a big giant gorilla mode where you'll do more damage but take more damage. And then there's like this fire wolf stance thing. And then I'm pretty sure you can turn into like a wasp for stealth. That's another option if you want it.
I like almost being like a reaver or a shapeshifter. This actually looks interesting.
Yeah.
Like I might actually enjoy playing this.
Like, I've got to say, if they land this right, I think you're looking at your next Helldivers, your next Pal World, whatever you want to say. Like, I think this is going to pop off.
This looks interesting.
I think this has like the potential to drum up like Elden Ring style excitement. To be honest, so
as I said, it did kind of remind me of Elden Ring.
Yeah, just a little bit. But like I say, the studio themselves, they say that it's not a Souls-like. They want to kind of distance themselves from that.
And it's okay to be inspired by a different game to make, you know, have some of that in yours, you know.
And definitely like on the graphics side, like I say, like with the only exception being Cyberpunk 2077, where that was getting good reviews before release, and then obviously the notorious release. Everyone that's had their hands on this game says that it's good, that it does what it's promising from the combat side, from the graphics side. It just seems to be a winner, really.
Yo, ABF, pause the or just keep it around there. If you're looking at the environment in the background, this looks exactly like Dragon Age 3 Inquisition. The entirety of the thing, it looks like that kind of familiar background, but the combat is different.
Oh yeah.
My favorite thing going on is the particle effects. Like they're all spiraling it naturally. There's tons of them. Even
It's really
like
cool.
when he's walking on the ground, there's lots of interactions there. Like, it's a very impressive game. That this is kind of what the generation should be looking at. You know, what we should be aiming to.
Their marketing has been really, really good too, because every single thing they keep revealing is better than the last. So it just only gets better.
So this guy you're currently fighting, I'm pretty sure you can unlock this as a stance. So I'm wondering if you defeat more bosses, do you get some of their abilities, or is this more like a story sort of mission kind of thing?
Yeah. Destructible environments too. It's pretty cool.
And just look at those fire effects going on. Those are really top notch, like really top of the industry.
Yeah. I mean, it's on Unreal Engine 5, so they're probably using all the different options of it.
Oh, they got to showcase it. So that's I think it looks good. Really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. And that's like that's a Chinese company, right?
Yeah, they're I think they're a mobile game developer. So this is their first soiree into AAA, and I think they're taking their time with this one, you know.
They are. And them being a mobile game developer could potentially tie into how they're developing the world, like you said, Norman, whether it might be a boss rush style game where you either from a menu select bosses and attack them in whatever order, or a game where it's semi-open world where you have bosses that just kind of interconnect between small little areas, like you know, like some phone games are, or alternatively, if you know, like you said, this is their first foray into making kind of a AAA game, you know, a non-mobile game. They could be making it straight up open world also. They could be.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Like I said, we don't know the scope of the game yet until we get our hands on it. Because when we're talking about like these preview events, everyone's had their time with it. What's usually happening is the devs are coming in, loading up the boss fight. They're doing the boss fight for however long that takes, and then the devs are coming back in and loading it, putting you into another part of the game, giving you another boss fight. So,
right. Either way, it does look incredible.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull up mine. So my video is a lot more silly because so this is a factory building game, and like I don't know, I just get in the mood to play these kind of games a couple times a year, like I was telling you guys earlier. And this company, they don't take themselves too seriously, and that's what I kind of like about them. But yeah, this is they've been in early access for the longest time now, and they're finally going to 1.0.
Let's go.
This was Mo a couple weeks ago during GCA stream, by the way.
Oh, you son of a- I knew you were gonna go there.
Oh, you can see the turtle.
So they're showing off all the different features right now of because they're on Unreal Engine 5 also, and they have really good movement in the game.
They do.
And they're very proud of the fact that there's a flushing toilet in the game now too. So.
Wait, do you actually have to go to the bathroom?
No, you don't normally.
Toilet flush.
So this is the joke right here. See this down here? that's just them being assholes.
It's perfect.
Aren't these the same people that made Rust?
No, these are the same people that made who's the Rock and Stone people? They made the Deep Rock Galactic.
Deep Rock, yeah.
Yeah, Deep Rock Galactic, and one other game I
thought
can't
Coffee
remember.
Stain did do. No, Space Punch was Rust. Yeah, they have a similar logo.
Yeah. These
Gotcha.
guys are. They started out as an independent studio, and then 2K acquired them while they were making Satisfactory, actually. So
They've got Goat Sim.
yes, that's right.
Goat Sim.
That's
There
what
you
it
go.
was. That's what I was thinking of.
It just seems like the entire studio has a sense of humor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just dicking around.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
But-
getting that game.
If you guys are interested, the game is on sale right now during the summer sale for $15. I'm guessing when it goes to 1.0, it'll be more. But I'll probably build a dedicated server as usual, and
Nice.
other people can hop in and make factories with me. So
Yeah, I watched Mr. Porkchop, friend of Heel versus Babyface, play some of that every now and then. It's good stuff.
mm-hmm.
I wish there was a console version, but I was looking into it for the stream, and they said the only thing that they couldn't translate properly is the controls. You kind of need the keyboard and mouse for that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of controls for
It's
it.
almost like console gamers are retarded, but I digress.
I remember when I bought. I don't know if it was. I don't know what version of the beta it was in like early-ish 2022 when I bought it, and I enjoyed the heck out of it even then. Like there was so much to it even then. It's not as detailed a factory simulator as something like Factorio, which is like Autism Simulator 3000. That game is absolutely insane. But having it be first person in a massive 3D world and with these massive maps, one of the things I loved about it is just traveling from place to place and just building just these amazing machines, these amazing factories, miles and miles and miles away from each other. And something I enjoyed a lot about it which is just one of the little things that I really enjoy about some games, is just traveling in real time between certain places. Like literally traveling like a half hour of real time to get from one area to another. Like I really enjoy that when it comes to like passive open world games where there's not like PvP or mobs they have to worry about, things like that.
Well, should we get into the main story of the thumbnail?
If we have to.
Oh,
So I was on Static 2020 stream over the weekend, and we were like, yeah, we're just gonna watch this video to its fullest, and then the response video to its fullest, and be done. We'll be out of here in like an hour. And we started talking about it, and we kept pausing it and just getting angry and stuff like that. And then a bunch of these Alanah Pearce haters started showing up in the chat, and I was like, Static, does this normally happen? And he's like, no, this is really weird. And it just seems like there's these Alanah Pearce simps that are just going around and just searching for streams talking about this situation and just telling people that they're wrong. So I put her on the thumbnail, in the title, and in the description, hoping that those people would show up here. They haven't shown up yet, so.
That's because we haven't besmirched their mistress yet.
Yeah.
Good name of Alanah.
Well, actually, I don't know. McCock might be one of them. He's here.
Does she have either? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. But yeah, it should start around the 9-minute mark. So
Although I disabled, I felt myself doing it. I'm going to do it. Is another tangent. There are also multiple kinds of disabilities, especially where gaming is concerned.
Can you pause
There are
that real quick?
long-term disabilities.
What's up?
I never thought I'd listen to an actual woman who had a voice lower than me. She is. Holy
If you
shit.
disrespect
I
Mara
knew-
Jade again, just because you lost your testicles, but come on, man,
if I lost my testicles in a
you would be the
fire,
same.
I would still I still have a somewhat higher voice than this chick. And by the
And a
way,
flaccid dick.
she is barely out of her 30s. Like, I thought she was my age. I thought she was in her 40s.
She's pretty young. Yeah.
I do want to say to whoever earlier in the GCA Discord said that this one was attractive, I'd like to talk to you after the show because you're lying.
Okay. First of all, that person's blind. You.
Thank you.
You fucking bigot. Chill out. All right. Not everybody they think they hear like a very effeminate man and they get excited. All right. I'm just saying. Don't pick on them too much. All right. Everybody has their own preferences. Anyways, go ahead.
There are situational disabilities. There are temporary disabilities. It counts as a disability where a video game like Elden Ring is concerned if you have a kid. You have a 2-year-old, you're trying to play Elden Ring, you can't pause. That is a situational disability that you have, where the game not having the option for you to be able to pause, for example, is a hindrance for your particular disability, a situational disability. You may need to pause to stop your kid from putting a fork into a socket, a power outlet. In Australia, we call power outlets PowerPoints, but when I moved to the US, I got bullied for that because people.
I can't listen to it anymore. Yeah. Now you owe Microsoft some money for saying PowerPoint.
Yeah, I'll just say quickly, like, if you've got a 2-year-old, you don't have time to play Elden Ring, and the time you do is nap time and bedtime, and that's it. So the disability doesn't exist.
It's called being a parent.
If you have kids, you need to play all the games next to that kid so they don't wake up next to anything. I played Battlefield 4 next to my child while he was in his rocker. That is, Malty knows, because he's got a kid. Do not be quiet around your children. Be loud. Not exorbitantly loud. You want them to be used to normal chatter and stuff like that. You want them to wake up for nothing.
Yeah, so when they do hear you exert yourself, they know now it's time to pay attention. But I also know that that timbre of your voice.
I'm not saying like turn everything up to to 11. I'm just saying but I can tell you one thing. I didn't care if I was like about to get the nuke in freaking Modern Warfare 2. If my son needed his diaper changed, I could give a flying F. Like if you think that's a disability, keep going. But I don't want to bury.
And it's Elden Ring as well. So like, let's say your child does something, you have to put the controller down. Oh no, you die. You have to try again. That's it. Like, what's the harm?
I think we're all missing. She's just not well spoken. She's really trying to talk about the disability that happens when the government doesn't give you free health care for free abortions. Because if that was provided free for everyone that you spread your legs for, you wouldn't have the kids. So it is a disability for you to have fun and enjoy your life by playing games and dying because you suck. That's what she's trying to say. It's a political issue, but she tried to, grift off the gaming market.
Yeah,
kind of.
She's trying to use situational disability as minor inconvenience. But semantics is how you capture all the idiots in society. They will listen to a situational disability. You're like, you know what? I have a situational disability. I'm going to play World of Warcraft and let my kid wither away. It's just like it gives lazy and psychopaths and sociopaths. They give them ability to excuse away their poor behavior. Shame is a thing. She looks like a pet.
That is the best insult ever.
She really does. She is just. When I found out she was like barely out of her 20s, I was like, "Damn, girl, I know you live in Australia, and that's kind of ridden hard and put up wet, but damn."
And I've got a question, because it doesn't seem like this would be a problem if Dad was in the picture. Like, I don't think she would have this point at all. So.
Damn.
I think her dad was very much in the picture, which is why she's so messed up.
Or is she just doing it because of what
picture.
month it is?
Yeah.
You got to remember, it's Disability Pride Month.
So
Could just
maybe
be
she's
doing
got
this
some
to
ESG
prevent-
loans to cash in on.
Exactly.
As someone with a physical disability, I take literally no pride in it. And just real quick, I want to say that. And to tie into something that Multi said and Mo said, this is what happens when midwit rationalism overtakes actual ethics and morality. You come up with ideas like having a small child is a temporary disability. No, it's called being a parent, okay? And even if you're in a relationship with somebody, you know, like you know, you're engaged, or if you're married and you don't have kids yet, if your partner calls on you for help around the house or something, you shouldn't give an absolute F what you're playing. Alt F4 and get out. Get away from your desk and go help. Bring in the groceries, you know, cook dinner, whatever it is you're doing. You know,
Okay,
games are still games
disagree
at
with
the end
that.
of the day.
I'm going to disagree with that. Being married almost 20 years, you got to tell your wife, you know what, at some point I'm not going to be here. You need to carry up all those gallons of milk. All right, get your ass to it. All right.
Very well.
And if you see my camera go blank, I just got killed. So.
So does that mean I take your advice or I don't take your advice?
Yeah.
That just depends on the outcome, right?
Yes. Yes.
Definitely take the advice.
Got it. Okay, good.
So this is her response video. I'm not gonna play it because
she dyed her hair again.
I'm not even joking. When she makes a point, she directly contradicts her own point like several minutes later for everything that she says. It's actually really wild.
Yeah, I don't agree with a chart that puts new parent in the same category as bartender and having a heavy accent.
Okay, so this is really interesting. So she works for Sony in an HR position, right?
Oh.
Of course.
And she's using a Microsoft Design Toolkit inclusive chart to make her point, which Microsoft is extremely woke. But in my opinion, this was created for an operating system space and not a gaming space.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I mean,
Yeah,
like
business
noisy
tool.
bartender, I actually, that is a situational thing when you're talking about an operating system.
But it's
like
not a
maybe,
disability. It's
I know, it's a stupid ass word. I hate using it.
Same reason why there's distracted driver on there.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I was arguing with someone in Static's chat over that. And they were like, well, distracted drivers are a thing. And I was like, yeah, but you're not supposed to be distracted ever. Like, just don't. Bunch of brain dead people trying to argue for her when like they're using the terms incorrectly because you're talking about impairment versus disability. So
yeah.
And
also
that's
impairment, we do have peripheral vision. So I didn't watch this video. I'm trying to understand what the fuck she's trying to say. And none of it makes sense.
Oh, and she did her roots, by the way, in this video.
Of course.
She's still wearing the little condom cap that you have to pull out so you can get them highlighted.
She is. Oh my gosh.
Oh shit, you're right. I didn't even notice that.
Boom.
So you don't burn your scalp. Yeah.
Oh man.
Look, ladies, if you look like this at 31, your soul is dying. All right. She looks like way older than she should be. They always say you get the face you deserve when you turn 50. I can only imagine what she's going to look like at that point. And that's 20 years away. And she looks like a 40-something-year-old. So.
I'm also surprised. I mean, if you're saying she's working for Sony and then she streams as well, so she's making good money, like, surprised she doesn't just hire a nanny or something. Just get it over with, you know?
Yeah, look how many subs that she has. She has 650,000 subs.
Oh.
Does she have a child? Yeah, there's a lot of simps in the world. But
I believe we looked into that, and she does not.
I was going to say, just look at her room. Does that look like the room of somebody who has a child?
She was white knighting for whatever cause they told her to, or whatever she felt like she needed to say something as if.
Yeah, and we actually came to the conclusion that her saying all these things is actually just a resume for a new job, and probably wants to work for Microsoft, to be honest.
Quite
sure
honestly,
they're
this
gonna
girl's been
love-
popular for so long, she
That
could
would make
probably
sense.
retire right now.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
If she does want to work for Microsoft, I'm sure they're going to love her misusing their internal data sets like this.
Leslie's right, unfortunately.
Nerd Wars came here just at the right time to gaming journalist for us. Right?
Is she considered Gen Z?
What's up, man?
Oh.
No, she's
Uh,
a millennial.
Yes.
What she's doing on her channel is she's trying to be a gaming journalist, I think.
Let me look it up.
They keep moving the goalposts with the ages.
Well, the problem is that we confuse millennial with post-millennial. We refer to post-millennials as millennials, which the whole thing is confusing.
I hate the categories because I was born in 2000. I am literally a millennial, but I would fall into Gen Z using the categories.
She talks about mostly gaming on these videos, so.
I knew about her during COVID.
views
She
does she
did a
get
lot
on?
of gaming.
She would be a millennial, 100%. She's born in 93.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then you have Generation Z, and then you have Generation Alpha, which is my son's generation, who does not subscribe to any of this bullshit.
Thank
They're the
God.
ones doing the burnouts on the pride flags.
Mhm.
So,
99.
yep. So she is the peak idiocy of Western culture. So
Yeah, I remember when she was doing a bit with IGN.
Yeah. And IGN is not a great place to to absorb
Dude.
news from currently. So
I bailed after Army of Two. Remember that? Army of
Yeah.
Two, the guy, I can't remember his name, but he was like one of the most stand-up guys as far as like at that point, as far as doing reviews, and they fired him, even though he's like, no, I'm not going to say this is anything more than a 6 out of 10, and they told him to get lost. I don't know what happened to him at this point. He could be trans at this point, for all I know. That was like 14 years ago, but you know.
Yeah, I think the
IGN
last show I watched was they had Sydney Watson doing the Daily Fix, and then she left maybe I think it was like last summer, the year before. I can't remember, and I haven't watched anything since. Basically,
That's
been
just
so long. That was a place to go too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and the perfect example of what you brought up, Mo, is that's the inherent problem with access journalism. You know, you're saying what you're saying, you're presenting what you're presenting because you're being paid to do so, because your advertisers are advertising on your site or on your show or what have you. You're not doing actual journalism. You're not actually going out on the ground to the people doing whatever it is that they are doing that you're attempting to investigate and then presenting that to the people. You're just sitting around waiting for marching orders to be sent to you and then marching to the beat of whatever they say.
yeah, and it affects overall traffic as well. Because like, let's take Games Radar for example. I used to go to them all the time for cheats, guides, whatever you have.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
dude.
I don't use it for anything at all.
Right. I think the only gaming websites that actually utilize are PC Gaming Wiki, because anytime I install a new game, I like to check to see if there's certain executable modifications or what have you. And I'll do GameFAQs every once in a while, because at least there,
Facts, baby.
at least there's just people uploading like, hey, I spent 2,000 hours in this 50-hour game, and I know literally everything about it. You want to walk through? I got you, homie.
The only reason you go to GameFAQs in the 90s so you could download all of the fatality movements for Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3.
Oh yeah.
GameFAQs will give you all the Mortal Kombat moves. That was what was the jam. So
yeah. Well, and speaking of game journalists, I just want to bring up. You guys hear about this Kotaku story? Before we talk about the story itself, I just wanted to bring up what Kotaku Australia is all about. It's for gamers.
Do they see them upside down?
What's that?
I was just wondering. They say they see games differently. I was wondering if they see them upside down.
Yeah, no, I
No,
think
it's counterclockwise, Jake.
Oh, excuse me. My apologies.
I think they are looking through it through a spectrum or a prism, if you will.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You see a prism or a prison?
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Well, it's Australia. The whole place is a prison, but I digress.
But they talk about all the different issues that gamers care about. Isn't that nice that they decided all the things that we care about?
They can speak for me.
And it goes beyond reviews, you know, but hopefully they don't talk about politics or anything like that, right? That'd be weird.
No. Why would a gaming site do that?
So
you talk about news and know-how. I do like to know how to do things.
True.
Oh no.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, no. I don't know.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no, that's terrible! Oh no!
They were doing so well.
Oopsie poopsie.
Yeah. So I guess they were just being licensed, the Kotaku name. Imagine being a media company and deciding that having the Kotaku name would actually improve your current brand. It probably worked when they were going to the bank with the loan.
I had
right?
no idea that they licensed the name.
Yeah. So everyone from the studio was fired and will be shutting down.
Sayonara.
That's
Yeah,
quite
part of the
interesting,
pedestrian
'cause
group.
I would have thought
Hey,
like
Nico
the first
Avocado.
one to shut down would be Kotaku Japan. Anyone goes to them.
I mean, I just see them all closing.
Yeah.
This is legacy media, and they just do not make money because the space has actually changed.
I mean, it's an American company, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. So
I'm not
as soon as we
100%
see
though.
like Kotaku UK is closing, that's it. We know they're just kind of rolling up the carpet,
Mm-hmm.
selling it to Zambia.
Pretty much. It's like shutting down franchises.
Right. I would love to point out that the company that was licensing Vice, Refinery 29, Gizmodo, Lifehacker, and Kotaku, the one we were specifically talking about, called Pedestrian Group. What a name. What a name. I mean, talk about absolutely pedestrian work, in my opinion.
Well, it's easy to be a pedestrian on their brains because they're so smooth. You're not going to slip on any cracks.
Very good.
So this could be a case of a specific location. Then maybe they don't have the money to hold up Kotaku in Australia anymore.
Or Vice, or Refinery 29,
Yeah,
or Gizmodo, or Lifehacker. Also, I mean, Vice, didn't Vice basically die?
They did.
6 months ago? What
They are dead,
It's still
but I think
going
they
on.
still exist in name only. So
They used to be great back about 15 years ago. They were awesome.
They did.
would go do these deep, in-depth.
Oh, yeah.
They'd be like, "Oh, here's a tribe nobody's ever visited," and they would go in there and
Yeah.
yeah.
Shane Smith sent people over to fucking Afghanistan, you know?
one of my favorite Vice
And they got
videos was they sent this guy to the Big Sandy. And in case you guys don't know what that is, that's what I try to go to twice a year. It's a massive machine gun shoot with a quarter mile of people with machine guns shooting at remote control airplanes with tracers at night with airplanes with glowy lights on them.
It's amazing.
And they went there to try to make all these people look stupid, but the documentary made them look awesome.
That's how it always works out.
I always loved how those documentaries would start. It was like, I just stuck my dick in cheese and now I'm off to a Romanian orgy or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
These women are denied university in Yemen, which sucks because I fucking love Journey.
The accent counts, people. If any of us stupid Americans said that, it would have been nearly as funny.
That's true.
As long as
True.
Yemeni cunt. Yeah, it's like
Use your talents.
That's
use
right.
your talent. Norman Conquest definitely knows how to use his talents. He is
Oh,
sleep deprived and
Oh no, I went for a
awful
nap before the
person.
stream. I'm all good.
Oh,
Oh, well, okay.
Very
you fucking
professional.
cunt. Yeah. It's
While this is going on, I just wanted to check in on Alyssa Mercanti.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
How's she doing?
Not well.
Still banned.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
She's just been she was venting all this morning about the news. It's kind of funny. And
Who is she talking to here?
I tried tracing back who she was talking to. I think she was just saying this to the wind, actually.
Okay.
This is not a reply.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this really does seem just like she was watching something, and it's in her YouTube history,
Mm-hmm.
but
Well,
she's
Savvy's got a call
addressing
in
the
there.
person.
Yeah. She was actually being nice. She was like, "Oh, I'd love to talk about this," like because she was blaming capitalism for the downfall of Kotaku in Australia.
That's it.
Yeah,
You should know this, ABF.
Well, I mean,
Capitalism is
yeah,
when
if
bad
people
things
choose
happen.
not to spend their money on it, then you fail.
Blaming capitalism, I praise capitalism for the downfall of Kotaku.
Badger pulled this up on their stream earlier, and Erwin almost fell out of his chair.
That takes a lot, by the way. This is the man who used to post to InfoWars incessantly. So that is high praise.
Yeah. No, she's not a good person, and I'm happy that she's
She said
upset.
the
It sounds like
people in the world. When in her video, she like called everybody bitches and was like, "Fight me." It's like, but we're bad. We're the bad guys.
She's got to be getting flagged for stuff for a couple of months now. I'm surprised it took
Mhm.
this long to drop the hammer.
If the concept of projection was a person, it would be this person.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I looked up her account this morning to see if I was like trying to respond to this actually, and it said that the account was suspended, but I might have pulled up one of her alt accounts by mistake because I was only searching. It might have been the wrong user, but I think that her account has been banned in the past few weeks several times. So
Just wow. Just
yeah.
wow.
It looks
Could
like
you
she's back
imagine
up,
if-
actually.
Yeah,
you
no,
imagine-
I rechecked it. Either I was wrong or they brought it right back. So I'm not actually sure on that.
It's like a impersonator account or something like that, but
It-
she's
it
living on
might have
borrowed
been.
time, whether it's her job at Kotaku or her Twitter account. So everything applies.
Yeah.
I know this is well before most of our time, but could you imagine if for the last 10 minutes of the broadcast, Walter Cronkite just bitched about how nobody knows jack about journalism and called you morons and other nasty words? Like, could
I
you
bet there's
imagine?
clips out there? I bet there's clips out there.
Yeah, see, this is the one that I think most people were like, "Are you serious?"
Mm-hmm.
Sending solidarity and love to the amazing writers at Kotaku Australia and all the other sites affected. You are all stars and deserve better. Capitalism is cruel. Your work remains always.
As
Well,
Mo
it's
likes
not
to bring up
wrong,
about
but
certain women on the
it's
internet,
good at it.
toxic positivity, calling them all stars. If they were stars, they wouldn't have been fired.
Right.
Yeah, and then she's just mad at people pointing things out.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I can't believe we're still saying this, but it's still COVID fallout. You know, people getting these ridiculous loans when we were all locked down, and now they can't afford to pay them back. So this is what's happening.
Yes. Yeah, and a lot of those government handouts kept companies alive that shouldn't be.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to start seeing those close when all that ends. Even though they say they've ended all this free government COVID money, it's still trickling out. Those programs still exist, and they're still funded until they're dry. So
I mean, those will be 5-year deals, so you'll see at least another 12 months in these kind of things.
Mhm. Yep.
I'm doing my best to not fly off about politics. I am trying.
Well, I mean, what else can you say about the situation?
Nothing on this
It's
show.
It's legacy media. We've been not happy with them for the longest time, and the ratings show that, right?
Indeed. Indeed.
You know what I'm not happy about is that she hasn't blocked me yet.
I know.
I don't think she blocked me either.
Yeah,
I feel like my
I
username
tried
is
pretty hard, but
yeah.
Here,
I feel
I'm
like
gonna see if
What's
I
she
got blocked.
doing?
If I have
Well,
a
just
giant
blocks
sexy
people
beard
that have more
and I got
followers.
beat and I beat Beardo to the punch, that's gonna make me really happy. Let's see.
Oh, I'm gonna
let's,
DM him as soon as she does. Not that I'm asking for it, but I will give her a piece of my
Well,
mind.
she probably
Those are
has the
fighting
blue
words.
tick thing, right? You can't see posts from certain accounts if they don't have the tick, so that'll probably be her settings.
what's her handle?
It's
Alyssa
Alyssa underscore.
Well, okay. So we're obviously not asking people to go and just harass her.
No,
No,
obviously
of
not.
course not.
I'm banned.
Just watch.
You don't need
Just
to.
observe.
People are already doing it.
Yeah, just go look. Like, see for yourself. We're
Yeah,
not
just grab-
cherry picking like
Yeah.
certain.
No, I'm
like,
not
it's
banned yet.
The erectionist.
Unfortunately.
Not with Alyssa though.
Oh, I'm not blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not either. I said some pretty spicy stuff the other day, you know, just dropping truth bombs, and I figured that she would get upset over it, but never did.
But definitely to reiterate Malty's point, we're not telling anybody to go out and harass this person. We're not telling anybody to go out and harass anybody
They will
for any
bury
reason.
themselves.
But
in
just
due
take a
time.
look. Just take a
Yes.
look and let them bury themselves. That's all you need to do. Sit back, let the page load on its own, and eat some popcorn and laugh.
Yeah.
Just enjoy yourself. You don't
Light
have to
is
say
the best
anything.
disinfectant.
Indeed.
But also, you can make some side quips because they're freaking funny.
Well, okay.
That's what Twitter's for. It's the freaking Thunderdome.
That's right, baby.
If we're not roasting each other, whether we disagree with the person or we're freaking best friends, if we're not roasting each other, what are we doing?
You know, Isaac has the greatest ability to get blocked more than any of us. All he has to do is make a single meme, and it'll get under her skin.
Yeah.
That's some talent right
All he
there.
has to do is make a single meme and get someone's stream pulled down.
But yeah, it is punching down. I don't think
You would never do
that's
that.
not right.
What? No.
No. The last story that I have, unless you guys have anything else, was this is kind of interesting. This game, Rogue Company, decided to give refunds to. Or no, they didn't even offer refunds at first. They just told everybody they removed the skin from the game, and people were like, "Well, I paid $40." And that's a lot of money, by the way, for a skin.
That is a lot.
Oh yeah.
Correct.
I
$40
remember that. Yeah, it was
for
really
a skin.
expensive. Yeah.
Imagine
And then
half
they
of
were
that
like,
went to Duck.
Yeah, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, okay, so I guess we do need to offer refunds," and they gave it in the form of store credit for a game that hasn't been updated in over a year.
Super.
Yeah.
So
And it was fun for about 2 years. Not 2 years, 2 months.
I never played it.
It was
Yeah, I mean-
okay, but it was just like it wasn't anything, and they leaned heavily on that. And yeah, you had to pay to get the coins to get the skin because I was going to get it because I really like Dr. Disrespect, not to the point where I'll defend him for anything, but I was just like, yeah, it's okay if you forgot. Yeah, okay, yes.
Well, here's the thing.
That's exactly where I was going.
Store
Nobody's played it
credit.
for 2 years.
Store credit is not a refund.
Correct.
No, it's not.
It's forcing you to spend the same money you already did on something else that you might not have any interest in purchasing.
Correct.
Give me my damn money back because I'm not getting what I paid for. That is literal theft.
Yeah, and they should have just not done anything, and I think that they're realizing that now because it opened a can of worms to where they might actually have to refund actual money.
Oh, they will. Yeah,
I mean,
it keeps going.
That's if they get
With
sued or
interest.
something, but they've opened themselves up to that,
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, because
I
it'd be
kinda
one
doubt that
thing
would
if it
happen,
was
though.
like a $10 skin, like okay, $10, but
Yeah.
$40, sure, that's a full game right there.
If it was $5, it's a travesty. But $40 is insane. And but the problem
Criminal.
is that
That's the price of a game.
yeah.
I would just like to read this. Hey, Rogue
I
Company,
mean, that's
we disabled
nothing
Dr.
else to say.
Disrespect previous content previously available on game. We will provide full Rogue Buck refunds to any impacted account this week, with a great reply highlighted on screen.
It's just really funny, I think.
Mo, did you finish your thought? I felt like you were
No,
halfway.
that was
in the-
pretty much it. Like you pretty much said it. It's a game that hasn't been updated. It's out of the zeitgeist, much like Super People and a bunch of other games. It's just like it's a zombie game. People are playing it, but it's not going to ever get back to its level of prominence that they try to put it at. So with a $40 skin, If it's a $10 skin, that's a lot for a skin. Like seriously, $40 is insane. That's as much as the game. Even PUBG was only $30, and people pissed and moaned about you buying an early access game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it's like no. If it's that much, if it's like $5 or $2, like $2, you can ride that line. But I hope they rile up some rich person's kid who's like, you know what, fuck you, I'm gonna sue you, and then they start a class action lawsuit, which is how all that stuff happens. There's somebody that has a lot of time and a lot of money, and they just don't give a shit. So I hope they go down that road. But
Yeah,
if you buy it with money, you get refunded in money. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, totally. Yeah, the music, the skin, the everything. It was really cool when it came out. Yeah. Yep.
It's still a lot of money to
Agreed,
pay for a
Erwin.
single microtransaction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It didn't do anything. It was just on the surface. It was music, skin, guns. But it didn't change any.
Purely cosmetic.
It wasn't a pay-to-win game.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's got more players than Suicide Squad a year later, so that's a win.
Wiram, they weren't thinking. Some marketing person made this decision, kicked it down to the devs to remove it from the game, and then it got to the real devs, and they were like, "What did you do that for?" I guarantee you that's how that happened. It was all just a bunch of woke marketing people is how that started.
That's a funny way to say women, but okay. That's usually the people. There's a bunch of people that just
could have been some male feminists.
Effeminate people that don't have enough testosterone in their body to make a good decision. Yes, agreed.
Yeah, but that's all the story. That's all the stories we got.
Thanks for letting me hang out there in the wind, ABF. I appreciate it.
Well, I was just thinking if we had anything else, and I don't think that there is.
No. I didn't give you much. I give you a morsel to deal with, and you use as much as you could. I apologize. That was my fault. I'm on vacation, people. All right, don't expect the top tier performance here, but
yeah, let them relax. And I'll say this: TRT is extremely common now. If you're a man out there, go get some blood work done. If you're in your 30s and you've never had blood work done, just go get the blood work done and check your testosterone levels. If they're low, you can get TRT prescribed by basically any doctor. Just get that taken care of. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be an enhancement.
I'm in my mid-40s, man. You think I grow this beard with that testosterone? Let's go. I'm about to turn 50. I'm 50.
What?
I'm about to turn 50.
You said testosterone? Is that what you said?
Testosterone.
Look, women have Ozempic. We have TRT.
That's right. Speaking of women, hi, Jess.
We got one.
Yay, Jess.
We got him.
I tie her down so she can't leave.
Goal.
Mo likes to stroke.
It's better than artificial testosterone. I'd rather have an embolism destroy my brain space. So,
wow.
Damn.
Sorry. I'm old school. All right. I am about 50. I'm closer to 50 than anybody else here. 50.
That's nothing to brag about.
It is if you look that good.
Yeah. By the way, I'm going to hire Big Dog Jake as my PR agent. Yes.
You got it.
He's right. Yeah. It's just make sure to report to Indiana within the next 2 days where I'm at right now.
I'm getting in the car right now.
Damn right, Nerd Wars.
Wow. Someone's a kiss ass.
I don't know why. I've wished death upon his internet, and I've gotten my wish more days than I can count. So,
Hey, his internet's doing pretty good now.
Yeah, well, because he listened to all of us.
He's got that 5G life now.
Yes, sir.
Now he can power the government drones flying around him.
Heck yeah.
Can I share something real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So a friend of the channel, Gaming Ronan, got shouted out by the Kick team. He was put on the front page.
Look at this.
They put him on the Twitter page as well. And he now has 100 people watching him play Kingdom Hearts.
Let's go, baby.
Ronan, that's my boy.
Let's go.
Ninja's chat
Let's
every
go.
night.
He doesn't even know what to do with himself right now, does he?
It's crazy. Kind of proud of my boy right
My
there. you know?
internet bandwidth.
That's funny.
Right on.
That's awesome.
Can we address Jessica's comment? Of course we do. Of course we do. Of course we do. Maybe not Nagranol because he owns a console.
No.
Why are you saying, of course
But-
we do, when she's talking about having more estrogen?
Why wouldn't she have more estrogen than the rest of us?
No, you
That's
said,
all I'm
of
saying.
course we do. Of course we do. Meaning the
Yeah.
men.
You taking
I'm on vacation.
estrogen supplements, Mo?
How drunk are you, brother?
I'm not drunk. I'm tired. It took me
Okay,
12
God.
hours to get up to, and you know how maddening it is. Like I've driven to Orlando and went to places like Dallas and Las Vegas. I've driven cross country. You know how angry you have to be. I was supposed to be in Indiana. Fucking 9 hours after I left, I ended up there 12 hours, and I ended up in northern Indiana, and it's fucking gay, and we're gonna get hit by a hurricane in a few days. Northern Indiana is gonna get hit by a hurricane. This is fucking stupid. Anyways, I drove up here just to get hit by something that I could get hit by where I live.
Your excuses make as much sense as Jay's when he talks about his crooked teeth.
Just in the stream, you asshole. All right, you're not gonna get arrested. You're not gonna be in jail. Just
Damn.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just mad because Alec Baldwin's finger isn't going to be touching anything that he's not going to be fending off any.
Anyways, Nerd Slap, how's it going?
Hello, please.
It's going real good. It's going real good.
He's laughing his ass off in the back room.
If you kept me back there for the rest of the stream, I wouldn't blame you. I'm tired. I haven't even had that much to drink. I'm just tired. I drove so much yesterday, and it was so annoying. But yeah, no, seriously. Look, children are not a situational disability. Dr. Disrespect is not a situational disability. But multi-multi is a complete disability. That's all I want to say. I just want to make sure I can say that on stream.
Wow.
So
You're just punching in every direction.
I have quite a few disabilities, and one is being attached to you and calling you a friend.
Oh.
Now
okay, I'm sorry. That was mean. That was mean as
No,
shit.
it wasn't mean.
I'm
I
sorry.
just feel like I needed like a glass of white wine and like some chocolates or something first. Like at least to schmooze me a little bit.
There's that estrogen talking. Maybe it's time for you to go.
White line and
is.
chocolates.
All right.
Does Mo need a little nappy? Need a nappy?
He needs a nappy poo. You got your teddy.
It's right behind me. I got my.
Of course, it's behind you because you're the bottom.
See, Vorpal gets it.
I am a power bottom, so you know what? All right.
Whoa!
Don't
All right,
count
got
me
it.
out.
Got it right now. Do it now.
Isaac, clip that.
Holy shit!
Damn.
I don't care.
It is actually Jover
Isaac
for
called
you.
it.
Roblox head Leslie Headland is absolutely correct. Yes, I'm really annoyed. It's so boring up here. And the fact that they have. Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
I'm holding up the end of the stream. It mercifully needs to die. I apologize for continually talking and adding nothing to the stream. So I will
It's
be
all
back.
of your power bottom energy.
I think Mo might need to be taken to the farm.
Nerd Slap, how is your channel doing over on Kick?
That's doing pretty good. I think last I checked, I was at 83 followers, if I remember
Hell
correctly.
yeah.
So doing pretty good
Nice.
still, you know.
That's not
Can't
enough.
complain. Got a good community over there. Can't wait to see how it grows. But yeah, we're always having a good time over there.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Norman, what have you been up to?
Not much, just hanging out, gaming when I can, usual stuff. I should be playing Multiverses tomorrow. I think they usually do the update the weekly missions. I was going to play it today, but they don't update on a Monday for some reason. So yeah, and I've also started Red Dead Redemption Remastered last week, so that'll be
That's cool.
another playthrough that I'm working on. And I'm adding Assassin's Creed Wednesdays as well to my stream rotation. finishing off AC Odyssey, doing the DLC. So yeah, we had a good time over at the Norman Conquest on Kick. If you appreciate the follow, thank you, and thanks for having me on as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Nagardal, you got any interesting polls coming up in,
No, we'll
in the
see.
Discord server?
I guess you'll have to join the Discord to find out. I'm sure Phantom will put it in the chat.
Oh, are you charging
Other than
subscription fee?
Other than that, I've been playing the First Descendant. The game's been pretty good.
Yeah. It's a fun game.
Yeah, I've been enjoying that, and I don't know, maybe I'll clip something out of it. If anything cool happens. Did beat that one first really big boss solo last night, just because I couldn't matchmake. Wouldn't let me matchmake with random people, and nobody was on. So just went through.
We got some good poll jokes going on right now, Nagardal. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna pull a Gavin McInnes on.
You got to work that poll too.
You got to hawk toe and spit on that pen.
Wow, I love Norman's accent when he said that. That was perfect. That's the new internet sensation right there.
You heard it here first, folks.
That's right, baby. Clip that.
It's my documentary now, bitches. I was going to say, I did see that trailer for the documentary. She lives in a town of maybe less than 1,000 people or something like that. Quite cool to live in a community like that.
A lot of men has been spat on in that case.
Doesn't she live in Tennessee or something?
I
think that's what I heard.
I have no clue.
They're doing a documentary on that woman?
That would be highly illogical if his lips moved when he talked.
Yes.
I think it's more keeping up with the hot tour, Jake. Something like that.
I don't want to, quite frankly.
Damn. Malty, what kind of videos do we have to look forward to from the GCA?
We're just trying things all over the place, trying to keep them a little bit more than 1 or 2 per week. Build ourselves up in the algorithm. I'm learning stuff like thumbnails, and I effing suck at it. But I'm not going to bother Mo while he's on vacay. We'll just see who performs better.
So I'll be on vacation for the next 2 months. So if anything I make until September,
blame it on me.
Blame it on Malty. Be like, oh, this is fucking shit.
If I get our channel banned from some of the wild crap that I say, then blame it on me.
Hey, progress, not perfection, right?
That's right.
No. There are no copyright strikes on the new video, and there'll be another one tomorrow.
Let's go, baby.
Nice.
Let's go.
Nice. Big Dog, how are things going over on your side of YouTube?
Well, sir, things are going pretty okay, I'd like to say. Tomorrow, I will be on Nerdy Neo's channel at 9 p.m. EST. We're going to be doing top 5 summer blockbusters. Thursday, I will be hosting with my 2 co-hosts, Phantom X and MMA Crease, our new show for the homies. It'll also be at 9 p.m. Eastern. And that's about all I have to do for the rest of the week. Yeah, subscribe, nerds. What are you doing? Thank you. Thank you, Norman.
Yep.
See, everybody's learning. Everybody's learning together. Other than that, I'll just be continuing to plan my future with my fiance, which I love doing, even though it's aggravating at times, but I love doing it. And yeah, my stuff is there at Big Dog Jake on X, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, etc., and so forth. ABF, thanks so much for having me on again as a panelist. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been great having you. Before we get to Mo, we have some breaking news.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know what's coming up, but I'm really...
This clip is labeled Bozam Homo? What is that about?
What is this?
Yeah.
Because you're the bottom.
See, Vorpal gets it.
I am a power bottom, so you know what? All right.
Whoa!
Because you're the bottom.
Look,
At least you
All
can
I gotta
admit
say,
it.
people, is you gotta work with what you're given, and that's all I've been given. I've been on the bottom the entire stream, and it's bullshit. I should be the top.
So,
Alright.
do you have a situational disability right now?
No, I have.
Yeah, he does. He's in Indiana.
Look, it's
yeah,
give
that's
and
true,
take,
yes.
and he's been taking all
Yes,
night. So
I'm getting retarded. I'm getting retardation by osmosis from everybody around me, and I'm in Indiana. So,
I guess in Indiana, you just think that problems are from everyone else, huh?
Sure. Anyways, thanks for keeping me on the bottom.
Lost
the
for
entire
words.
stream. You're an asshole. Nerd Slap is an asshole. Norman Conquest is an asshole. Nagranol is a console asshole. Multi Maldi is a gay asshole. Big Dog Jake is a non-camera using asshole, and I'm a complete asshole.